Hey guys, it's your Mooregirl and welcome back to my channel. Well guys, yes, Mooregirl is back. How you guys doing? Let's talk VSG. Remember guys, back in 2018, I had weight loss surgery. So we're going to discuss how I'm doing with that. So I promise you I was going to talk to you about that. You guys did see me a little bit when I did my gardening. So let's discuss where I was at my highest weight and to where I am now. And what happened. You already know what happened medically to me. And you know why I was going for almost a year. So let's talk about VSG. So I had weight loss surgery December 2018, and my highest number was 266, and that was like March 2018. So I talked to my doctor about it, and she said, oh, "Okay." She didn't suggest it when I asked her. Then she said, "Okay, sure. I know a good surgeon for you." So I went to, at the time I was in Vegas, a Dr. Bernie Hanna in Vegas, and he did a great job. Really nice, quick, easy, and simple. You can always check out previous videos from there, and I'll let you know how my struggles with weight loss was at that moment in time. So now I'm down. I went up a little bit. My lowest point was 197, and I gained about 9 pounds. So I'm still at the point where I'm 9 pounds up and down, but I stay within a range, which is good because I don't want to go over a certain range. I do not want to go under a certain range because of my medical. In fact, I'm getting older as well. So what have I been doing? Pandemic. 2019, I got down to 197. I did juicing videos, guys. That was like a year after. Y'all can watch that video. Then, of course, pandemic hit. Remember, guys, pandemic, where we all gained about, they said the average was 10 pounds. No, the average in the 2 years was about 40 pounds for most Americans that gained that weight back, okay? So that's what happened. I started to edge up last year prior to my stroke. I went up to from 197 2019 November when I did my juice video, to the highest I went back up to 238, which was around my birthday, May of 2021. July, had a stroke, got sick. Then I went down January 197 again, which was not, I went between 197 and 199. So I went back to 109, which was great. So after the stroke, I wasn't hungry. I didn't want to eat. So I was dropping weight like crazy. I didn't even realize I was dropping weight. I didn't focus on it. And this is one thing, guys, and they just discussed that. When you stress over weight loss, it will build up with cortisol levels, and it will slow you down from losing weight. So stop trying to stress over it. Because I wasn't really thinking about it. I was thinking about my health. I wasn't thinking about weight loss. I just wasn't focused on the food anymore. So I was worried about my life. So anyway, I started dropping weight from the 238. I didn't even know what I weighed because I didn't have a scale at the time. Because I went from Vegas to several locations, staying with family and friends. So when I finally got on the scales, I'm like, oh, I'm 212. And that was about October last year. I was 212. Then I went down to about 197. And then what happened? And then January 2022, I got another medication. And that medication increased my appetite. So I'm like, I was doing so well. So I told the doctor, I'm getting hungry. They said, yes, this medication does increase your, appetite, but just be mindful of what you're eating. So that's what I started doing. So on a typical day, I try to eat a lot of meat. And remember, I was pescatarian for 10 years. Have not had any meat. I just had seafood and fish. And my levels was okay. But what happened was I started to eat meat when I was in prep, guys. They are carnivores. So once I noticed I was eating protein, I was feeling a little better mentally because it was animal fat and protein, high protein. So I had beef, I had steak, chicken, venison. And I'm like, what is this? He says, you ate a deer. I'm like, oh, but I'm going to tell you, it was so good on the brain. So it just gave me such nourishment. So then I didn't really think twice about it. Then later on when I got on a scale, I noticed my weight was dropping because basically I was eating meat and vegetables, no carbs. So basically I was doing keto by accident without even knowing it because I do not follow the keto diet. I do check out some of the girls on YouTube to see some of their recipes, but I do not do keto. It's too scientific for me. So what is basically what we all do? Meat or vegetables, seafood, whatever you want to do. Protein. I still keep to my 60 grams of protein. Vegetables. And I still eat fruit. That's why I can't do keto, because I do eat fruit. And that's not on the keto plan. I could not do keto. I like strawberries and berries. So once I moved back here to Cali, we live not too far from a farm. So I go to the farm, get avocados, strawberries, and now I'm trying to stick to what I ate, so the end prompt, and mix up with more fruit here. So what's accessible to me here. But being here with my grandchildren, junk food in the house, oh my God. And you know I'm a snacker. So I was back to snacking again. I'm like, boy, that 197, when you 197, 199, once you get that 200, I said this so many times before, it is hard to come back down off that 200. So again, I'm going to go back to doing what I did back in January and February. Keep it basic. Mix the meat up. I don't want to do all beef or pork or anything like that. So I mix it up. Like I might do a burger. My favorite ones, I'll do a burger. I'll do one slice of wheat bread and put vegan mayonnaise on it. Saute onions, avocado on top. So I have a healthy fat, my protein. Or just do a mustard, don't put mayo. And then do one slice of bread. I don't get 2 slices of bread. I get 1 slice. So I do the bottom bread. And on the top of the burger, I'll just do avocados. Or you could do lettuce. Or just tomatoes. And it was really tasty. Was it messy? Yes, but so is pizza. So, so I just pick up the burger, eat it like that. That way, I'm only having a little bit of carbs. And it's wheat. Still carbs. But it's better than whites. So that's what I'm doing now. And for me, eating that is keeping me between that. I went up to like 206. 203. So at least I'm staying in that range. I'm not going back to 220 and 230 again. So at least I'm staying in that range. For the past 3 months, I've been staying in that range of 2 to 3 pounds. So only thing I do is no carbs, strictly meat, drops me back down. It only takes about a week or so. And then from there, I ate ribs, meat, anything with no carbs. A little bit of sauce, or I'll do a rub if you want that seasoning to it. Or do something that's not too much sodium, or do something what you can do that is not too much barbecue sauce, because barbecue sauce, of course, is sugar. So if I could tell when I'm eating something like that, because it keeps me steady. But if I eat carbs, I'll go up a pound. When I stop eating it, I go down a pound. So that's one thing that's a helpful tip for you guys as well. So I'm doing all right. I'm in this, I said, I went down to a pant size 12, believe it or not. And I kept telling people I was a 12 since I was 12. So that wasn't bad, but I went back up. I like my 14, 16. I still want my curves. I talked to you about that before. I like my curves, my glutes, my booty. Yes. I said I got all the Kardashians beat. And I don't have to pay for it. It's natural. So there's no BBLs over here. I don't need it. Now I am getting a lot of skin. Of course, when you're that large and your stomach is that big and it goes down, where's the fat going to go? But it's going to drop. Even my behind was like this. By the time it dropped. So instead of it being so round, it just kind of swooped down. And I will show you some pictures of how it was. And also, guys, I'm in the gym. Here on the base, I'm staying with my daughter. So we have a gym on the base. We have 2. One for the troops, one for residential. So I'll go to either or. One is weights. One is, I do the exercise. And then recently, I also kept telling you guys about if you are a senior and you have silver sneakers, you can go to any gym. No matter how many gyms you go to, and they'll pay for it. So I joined already Planet Fitness in Vegas. They have one here, so I could just transfer. But I did join another gym. So I'm constantly working out 2 days a week. So even if I'm gaining weight, I wonder, is it muscle? Because my physique is the same. So I'm wondering, is it muscle? Because I'm actually lifting weights. Once my strength got back from the stroke, I'm now doing pull downs. I'm lifting weights. I still got my skin, as you see. If I eliminate all that skin, you can start to see, a little bit definement here and all this that I had before. And you can see right here, look at my shoulders. You can see more because I do pull downs a lot, guys. I do a lot of pull downs. So which defines my shoulder. I do a lot of calves, which my calf muscles I always do. And I'll show you my exercise on the leg press. I always do like tippy toe on the leg press, and I'll show you. I do the leg pulls. Then I go to the top of the machine and do that. And I'll just go out this way when I do my leg press. And I'll show you. And you can see the muscles in your calves. I went to a HIIT class. If you don't know what that is, it's high intensity interval training. So it's like 10 minutes of fast You say if you did jumping jacks and then you stop and you did like a stretch. Then you jump and do the exercise again real fast. Then you slow down. Then you do back and forth for an hour. Let me tell you, I burnt some calories in that class. It was nice class, So also I'm back to dance because usually when I lose weight, I go to dance class. Zumba, mixed fit, and it's a class we have in base called Comet. It's like hip hop type of classes where it's fast, jumping jacks, salsa, anything that's gonna keep your heart rate up. I make sure, and I have my watch. Y'all can see my watch here. Gorgeous, isn't it? So this is my Coach watch. So what I do is I have my Apple Fitness on here as well, and I always check my bars if you have one of these to make sure, and also my heart rate to make sure it's not going to be too high because I don't want to jump into a regular heartbeat again. So it goes to like 90, then I'll slow down again. So I do the classes like maybe twice a week, twice a week. Then I'm usually at the gym doing weights where the guys are bodybuilding. My weights are really 20 pounds. So I'm not doing heavy. I don't want to bulk. I just want to burn off the fat. So I'll do some weights. I'll show you that one as well. So that's all I've been doing. So it's coming up much better. So I know you guys were saying that you were struggling with your weight loss. And guys, I still struggle with mine as well. At first it was coming off. But again, you know what it is. You know what you're eating. I don't do the fast food. We went for 4th of July. My family went down to Santa Monica Pier. And they had pizza. Did I get any? No. No. Now I learned to say no. It's not worth it. One slice of pizza, it takes me about a week of the gym to work that off. It takes me so long, especially when you're over a certain age. You guys know I'm a woman of a certain age. So mine don't burn as fast as a 30-year-old. I have to work twice as hard. When we're older, we have to work twice as hard to get half the result. So watch what you're eating because our metabolism when post-menopausal is even worse. You cannot do what your daughter does, who might be 30 years old. It doesn't come off the same. We have had children, we're in menopause or we're post, and that's it. Fat is like glue. VSG doctor says, be mindful of what you're putting in your mouth. Even though with me, I'm on a medication that's increasing my appetite. Just like if you guys are on prednisone, just be careful what you're eating if you're on medications. So if you know something's going to bloat you up, let it go. I had something the other day and I felt bloated. Then I'll just stop it, drink a lot of water, and it comes down. And I'm going to show you some of the sit-ups I'm doing as well, some of the exercises. And also, if you don't have a gym, I have YouTube shorts. So check out my YouTube shorts. I'm doing 1-minute videos on my exercises. So I have a thing called backyard exercises. If you don't have a gym, it's no excuse. If you don't have a backyard, guess what? You have a living room or a bedroom or a hallway. You go on the floor, you do your sit-ups. You don't need much. You don't have a yoga mat. Get a towel. So guys, no more excuses. We've made enough excuses. I'm almost 4 years. In December this year, it'll be 4 years since my VSG. I still haven't gotten to my goal, which is about 190. So no more excuses. But at least I'm in my range, close to it, for this long, which is good. Because usually when I lose weight, that 197, 2019 November, by March, man, I have gained like 20, 30 pounds. So now, pandemic, I was gaining 20 pounds in a 6-week period. We're now in a 3 to 4 month period, 2 pounds. So 2 to 3 pounds up and down. So I'm trying to be careful. And sometimes I have a sweet tooth where I want something a little sweet. I notice that if I eat like one of my kids' little gummy bears, I get that sugar fix. It doesn't make me gain. But if I eat something like a pie with the carbs and the sugar, oh yes, that scale is going to go up guaranteed. Mother's Day, I know I gained a couple of pounds. That was my birthday and Mother's Day weekend. Kids all around, birthday cake, made a pie, so I knew I was going to put on it. But the following week, I watched what I was eating and dropped those 2 pounds back off. So again, guys, this is your Mooregirl. Don't forget, like, comment, and share these videos because your Mooregirl is coming back. Went to doctors today, and they say you're doing pretty good. So I'm slowly trying to get it back. Physically, I'm back. Mentally, I'm still trying to get cognition back. With cognitive, so I can just exercise my mind, body, and soul. Alright, guys. And don't forget, stay positive, Stay inspired. I'm always on social media. Always, always, always. So either I'm on my Facebook, I'm on Instagram, or I'm on the YouTube shorts if you guys don't have Instagram. Just check out those 60-second videos. I'll show you really quick videos, what I'm doing and I always tell you my target point. If I'm working on my arms one day, or my legs one day, or my abs one day. Alright, it's your girl, and I'm going to show you some of the videos. I'm going to show you some pictures at the end of this video on how I look. Alright, guys, and look at the face. It's not like it was before. And I always say, people, when you say, but I'm not eating that much, and I'm losing weight, look at your face. Because you know it's going to be slender like this. Okay, if you start to gain weight, you'll notice we'll get round all over again. So watch yourself. And you can tell by the shoulders. Remember the collarbone? You know, well defined now. Yes. When you stop losing it, you know you're gaining weight, okay? Even if you don't have a scale. You can kind of know your body when you gain. Your arms get really soft and swollen. You can tell when things are defined. When you can start to your bone. And guess what? Even though I have this, guess what I felt for the first time? My rib cage. Yes, I was saying about, I'm like, oh, sucking it in. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh my God, guys, I felt my rib cage. Yes, I did. I was so happy. So again, this is your Mooregirl, and I hope I am back here with you, and I miss you guys so much. Thank you for being so patient with me and my illness. And prayerfully, it will not happen again. So I'm really careful with my medications, not to miss any of my medications, and you don't miss yours either. All right, guys, it's your Mooregirl. I will see you at the next video. Okay, it's your Mooregirl. I'll see you at the next video. Don't forget, like, comment, share, and let's thumbs up. And let's get these subscriber counts up too, guys. And make sure you...